Right now, radar is fairly quiet in our region. There are some thunderstorms just up to our north in Kansas, even a few severe storms that way. But this is just a slow-moving boundary that will settle southward, and by tomorrow, that same line of storms may be right over parts of northeast Oklahoma. So that is something that we're going to continue to track. Right now, just a few clouds in our sky. They're starting to dissipate now. These clouds are associated with those storms off to our west, and by tomorrow morning, we'll see an increase in clouds, and we'll kind of be turning that corner towards that stormy weather pattern. So soak in the scenes like this while we have them. Mostly clear skies all across green country right now, enjoying pleasant temperatures that are still running mostly in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. A mix of clouds and a little bit of sunshine, plenty of sunshine, in fact, for most spots, with tomorrow morning only dropping into the upper 50s to lower 60s. That south wind, that's pretty stout right now, will continue overnight, and that is what will hold our temperatures up, along with increasing amounts of moisture. It's going to feel more like the start of a May morning tomorrow, and the day may evolve like a May day here in eastern Oklahoma, with a threat of storms forming as we move forward. Initially, the morning is dry, so as you get out the door early on for work, school, whatever you have planned, it should be fairly quiet. But notice this activity to our north. Some of the leftover showers may start to arrive as early as 8, 9, 10 in the morning in southeast Kansas, might cross into Oklahoma by late morning, still north of Tulsa at this point. But we jump ahead to noon, and we might have a few downpours developing along and north of I-44. As we see the heating of the day take fold, this activity may latch onto some of that, and that may allow for new storms to fire up and become severe. And those storms will pose a threat for hail and high winds. Thankfully, the tornado threat is low but not zero, given the fact that upper level winds are light, don't have as much wind shear at play. Notice this activity still stays confined to much of northeast Oklahoma. It doesn't make a whole lot further south of Highway 412. We could get a few thunderstorms to try and make a run towards I-40. If you're south of there, though, your Friday, and especially in the evening, looks fairly dry. As we lose the daytime heating, we should lose the intensity of storms and the storm coverage altogether as the night goes along. So that's our first round. Thankfully, we're all in the low category for the individual severe weather threats, and flooding's not a concern tomorrow. Then on Saturday, that threat of severe weather refocuses out across the high plains of western Texas, the Oklahoma Panhandle, and northward from there. By Sunday, though, that threat starts to move back into our region. Sunday, we're looking at a conditional threat of storms that could refire in the late afternoon and evening. If they do so, hail and high winds and a low tornado threat will accompany that. Moving into Monday, the same thing goes. Storm coverage may be limited, but what storms may fire could have damaging wind gusts, large hail, and at least some tornado threat. Tuesday right now, if we're going to pin down a day that has the worst threat, I'd say Tuesday appears to be it, and it could linger into Wednesday as you see that threat migrating eastward, but still encompassing part of eastern Oklahoma. This is going to be a long stretch of stormy weather for us, and you'll find in the 10-day forecast a chance of rain every day starting tomorrow afternoon and evening. As we move forward, we'll see warm conditions consistently with us, with the highest chances of storms Saturday night into Sunday morning and again on Tuesday. But in between, there may be some more downpours, maybe a couple inches of much needed rain in the forecast as the positive to this forecast.